students are from remote area. Our Adivasi students are from remote area, and they are from the marginalized community. And inclusive education is very, very important for us. And as you know, we provide them free education. All lodging, boarding, everything is free in Kalinga Institute of Social Science, and even healthcare is free for all the 30,000 students. And I request all the representatives of this project Aurora to visit our institution. Now the pandemic is almost over, and when the normalcy will be restored, at that point of time, kindly visit us, and you must see to believe. It is like the eighth wonder of the world, and I shall fail in my duty if I don't extend my heartfelt thanks to our project coordinator, Dr. Srigna Rani Panda, and she has been doing exceedingly well. All the time you will find her busy with relation to this project, and I think this this is one of our flagship projects of Kalinga Institute of Social Science, and whatever role is assigned to Kalinga Institute of Social Science from the project coordinator, that is Banastali University, we are prepared to shoulder up the responsibility, and will not fail. Will rise up to the occasion and meet all your expectations. So, Ina Madam and our program coordinator Ajay ji kindly direct us how we move forward and meet the goals of this project. And thank you very much for giving me this platform to share some of my ideas. And I once again, thank all the participants, and once again greetings on behalf of our founder, Professor Dr. Achyut Samant, and on behalf of the institution, I thank everyone, especially Banastali University and the Vice Chancellor. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, Professor Behra. You are rightly said that we should think beyond that 2023. And yes, now the time begin to start with the offline interaction and to go ahead with our project. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your gracious present. Now, today with us, Professor Nitin R. Karmakar, Vice Chancellor, Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Maharashtra. Welcome, sir. Welcome for your gracious present here for our guidance and supervision of this project. Please, Professor Karmakar.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's indeed a pleasure to be with you all this afternoon. Although in online mode, though we have opened up our campus and hope that very soon we'll have physical meetings. In fact, I'm so happy that we've been associated with this particular program coordinated by Banastali University. And in fact, the Director International Center taking care of most of the activities, he is coordinating on our behalf. I do agree with Professor Behra that we should not work only for the purpose of this particular project, which is ending in December 23, but we should in fact have understanding with each other and continue with this activity further also. The Erasmus Mundus program, especially been run at the University of Pune, and we've been partnered with them for last more than 25 years. And in various different their initiatives, in fact, we have partnered with them. In fact, the EduTech Lab also has been working with us shoulder to shoulder. And the various different topics that are being chosen, wherein the curriculum development, especially in areas like combating radicalization and all those, wherein the Pune University, I'm pretty sure, is contributing, or rather will be contributing more, because we have more or less a dedicated team to work on this particular issue at the Defense and Strategic Studies Center. So with the help of those mentors, perhaps we would like to contribute more in this particular area, apart from the other areas like the capacity building and teachers training. There's a dedicated, in fact, center for teacher development, and so many it's been there for last more than 30 years. So, in fact, taking help of them also will be of immense use in taking forward this particular project, or our contribution would be in that regard as such. So once again, I thank every one of you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Professor Nitin Karmalkar, Vice Chancellor, Savitribai Phule Pune University, Maharashtra. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your guests present. I know you are very busy in these two days. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot. Now I request Dr. Karel Panocha, Head, Institute for Research in Inclusive Education, Faculty of Education, Maastricht University, Brno.
Hello everyone. I would like to greet you from Brno, from the Czech Republic, from the Institute of Research of Inclusive Education, which has been founded approximately 12 years ago. And I would like to say that we are very happy to be part of this consortium, part of this project, together with our partners from Nepal and from India, and also our European partners. We at Masaryk University, we have been striving to inclusive environment in society for quite a long time, and I can tell you from my experience that change is really a possibility, because the Czech Republic was traditionally very segregated society concerning education of different groups of people, especially people with disabilities or from minority groups were traditionally educated in segregated settings. And maybe 15 years ago, if somebody would envision the educational system today, he or she would not really believe that the change from very segregated system to inclusive system is possible. But now we are seeing the change being implemented and being actually practiced. So actually more students today with disabilities or with special needs or with segregated social groups come to the regular schools together with everyone else. And this is something which brings hope to me, because I think that we can do it anywhere around the world, and to give children and students and university students the option to study and live together in one inclusive society. So this is the message from me, and I would like to once again thank all of the participants who has been working very hard in this project in very harsh situation of the COVID pandemics, where we couldn't really meet as often as we wanted together in all the countries that participated. That has been very hard for the coordinator, AJ, to manage such a consortium mostly online. It's a great experience of this kind of work, and it seems that it's hard but also possible. But I would like to thank my predecessor, who talked about the possibilities and needs to continue after 2023. And this should be now on the agenda, how to continue. This is something which we should really think about and start working at, because we would like to continue with you, with all the partners that are here, and finally in better world situation also meet more often. So I would once again like to greet all of you, and I wish all the best to the project, to the, let's say, the later part or the end part of the project. And I hope everything's going to be fulfilled what has been proposed in this project. So thank you very much. And I hope to see all of you once in Brno in the Czech Republic. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Karel Penocha from Brno, Czech Republic. Thank you very much for your cooperation and your support for this project. Now, I invite Dr. Romana Onshiu, Head Erasmus International Coordinator, Bebes Bali University, Romania.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to be here. And first of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity to join this wonderful project. It is a pleasure to work, especially that capacity building is a very specific and important line of financing for Babelsberg University because it's a continuation of the former program Tempus, and we were a beneficiary for the Tempus project as university long time ago. And we managed to finance 3 faculties that are still running very well. And we are very proud that we can share our experience nowadays in the capacity building as a sustainability activity for the former Tempus project. It's a pleasure and thank you for that, for your support in this matter. The Erasmus program means a lot for Babelsberg University as we are the top receiver at national level, and we are applying and sending very many students and professors in this program all over the world. And we hope to continue the cooperation with all of the universities during this wonderful project, and of course maybe we're going to have other new ideas to continue in different other different financing plans. So thank you for everything, and I hope working with you in the future as well.
Thank you, Dr. Ramona from UBB, Romania. Now, I invite Professor Lawrence Sushainathan. He is the chairman, Anugrah Institute of Social Sciences, Tamil Nadu. And he is involved in the project from the beginning. Welcome, Professor Lawrence Sushainathan.
Thank you, Professor Ajay. Honorable Vice Chancellor of Banasthal University, Project Coordinator of Aurora, heads of the institutions, and friends. As I come to this meeting, I feel like homecoming. As Professor Ajay mentioned, I have been part of this project from the beginning, and because of a promotion, I have to leave the project and head the institution. And I feel homecoming, and I congratulate at the outset Professor Ajay Surana for this beautiful info day on Aurora project. Anugraha, the Sanskrit word, means house of grace. And Anugraha as the house of grace has been a place of training students, teachers, particularly from a psychological component and outreach program dedicated to serve the underprivileged, particularly the rural girl children. We are really privileged and feel happy that we can join with the other partners of this program to undertake this Aurora project funded by Erasmus. The values that the Aurora project is propagating is very dear to our hearts. In that regard, this project is close to our institutions, and we work very hard on this. Now, the whole world feels the importance of interconnectedness, and particularly the pandemic has made us to be more aware of it. I am sure this Aurora project once again strengthens this concept of inclusiveness, eradicating radicalism. I am sure this project that we have begun is going to make real effects that is going to be felt for a long time. That curriculums are designed, programs are organized, Aurora clubs are initiated, just throwing seeds of inclusiveness, gender equality, and working against radicalism. In that regard, Anugraha feels very happy and proud to be part of this and trying to contribute our best to this. Anugraha, its specialty is of psychological components, So it has got a fully dedicated institution, not only for teachers training, but also ongoing training of teachers who are already in the field. In that regard, we are very happy to be part of this. As I conclude, I wish all the very best. Particularly, I thank Rajesh Surana. It is he who is the captain of the ship, who has been leading this whole project. And since the Vice Chancellor of Banastali is here, I want to place on record the hard work and the dedicated vision with which Professor Ajay Surana leads this. And I can vouch that because I have closely watched it. Congratulations, I'm sure, through his leadership and through the leadership of Banastali, all of us can work together and make beautiful impact in the places where we live of greater human values that always Europe stands for. Once again, thank you very much and all the very best.
Thank you very much, Professor Lawrence Husainathan. Thank you for your best wishes and well wishes. You are always with us, I know. Thank you very much. Now, I invite Professor Dr. Sivalal Bhushal, Rector of Tribhuvan University, Head of the Academic Affairs, Tribhuvan University, Kathmandu, Nepal. Welcome, sir. Welcome for your gracious present. Please go ahead with your guidance.
Thank you, Professor Ajay. Am I audible?
You are very well audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon and warm greetings from Tribhuvan University. Distinguished Vice Chancellor of Banastali University, respected Vice Chancellors and Rectors of the collaborating universities of Aurora Project, Deans, Directors, Project Team members, faculty members, students and ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to extend my sincere gratitude to all of you who are presented at this event today. The Aurora project, as I have understood from my colleagues here in Tribhuvan University, is a collaborative program of 12 universities from 6 different countries. And its main objective is to build the capacity of teachers to integrate democratic values, civic responsibilities, and promote equity and equality in their classroom. The themes that have been identified for this project are very timely, and they are instrumental to collaborate diversities in the society. Tribhuvan University, as the largest university of Nepal, has around 400 plus teacher education campuses across the country. In these campuses, we run pre-service teacher education programs of all levels of education, and high majority of the school teachers are the graduate of our university. We also work closely with the Ministry of Education in areas of teachers training, curriculum development, and teachers capacity building, training of the in-service teachers. In this context, the training that is and will be conducted through this project will have a very wide impact to instill democratic values, civic sense, and equity in education as cross-cutting themes. I have learned that with the active leadership of the lead partner, Banastali Vidyapith University, the project activities are going well, and today's event demonstrates the example of your hard work in this regard. I send you my best wishes to the success of the project and have a grand info day today. Thank you very much of all. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Siva Bhushal, for your best wishes for the project, your cooperation and collaboration with all the partner institutions, providing the support with your colleagues. Thank you very much. Now, I invite Dr. Ram Krishna Kimal Sena, Executive Director, National Law College, Lalitpur, Nepal.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Ajay Surana. Am I audible? Namaskar.
Yeah, very
from
well,
Nepal.
sir. Very well audible.
Greetings from Nepal to you all. Professor Ajay and many our friends professors, deans, faculty heads representing at least 6 countries and 12 universities around the globe. Good afternoon from Nepal. On behalf of National Law College, as founder, I would like to congratulate and express my sincere thanks to all participants, friends. Actually, this Aurora project is very much useful to our institution, to our university, in terms of educational model that we design to impart in the days very near future. Radicalization in education and inclusion issues in the Nepalese education system, especially social inclusion. And we also will impart about the education on equality, basically gender equality, and will provide a lot of materials to our students, to our faculties and the participants, so that very nascent new democracy of Nepal will be benefited from this project. So I would like to express my sincere thanks to provide this opportunity to work together to maximize equality issue globally and to talk about social inclusion, especially in Nepal. Because I am also one of the chief commissioners of National Inclusion Commission in Nepal, and we deliberate the issue of social inclusion since last 15 years, but we have not been able, whatever we have achieved to date. But we are now developing policies and imparting this sort of program to our students and faculties, so that the future Nepal will be able to provide social inclusion very efficiently. This is how National Law College expresses from my side. Another thing is, we work on gender equality issue, and we also provide impart training to our prospective personalities who participate with us. And also we talk about revising our curriculum through the concerned authorities that will manage to develop this sort of inclusive governance within the region and within the global context, and will teach and share the ideas and best practices developed around the world. And so the best experiences of 6 countries and 12 universities will be extended to other universities as well, I hope so. For this reason, I congratulate, I express my sincere thanks, and for organizing this sort of important program today and giving me this opportunity to share what we believe. This is instrumental to us to achieve the goal of equalization, goal of equality, goal of social inclusion, goal of radicalization elimination in the sector of education, and develop friendship and fraternity within our community. This is very good opportunity. Thank you very much giving this opportunity again and again. I looking forward in the days to come somewhere else, not virtually but physically. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ramakrishna Timal Sena. You have raised a very important point for the project, that is the accreditation of the courses. All the dignitaries are here. I request all the dignitaries to please facilitate our team members to accredit the courses what we have developed for your institutions. Thank you very much, Dr. Ramakrishna Timal Sena. Now, I invite Dr. Jose Jesus Delgado Pena. He is the Deputy Vice Rector for International Cooperation, University of Malaga, and most importantly, he is our important team member and guiding our work package 3. Welcome, Professor Delgado.
Hello, good morning. Can you listen to me?
Yeah, very well.
Yes, perfect. Good morning from Spain, Dr. Surana. Good afternoon in India. Namaste and blessing to all participants, respected vice rectors and dignitaries from different universities in Europe, in India and Nepal. It's a pleasure for me to be here today, albeit in a virtual format, with all of you for the event Info Day organized by KISS in the framework of the Aurora project. The University of Malaga, UMA, is one of the leading institutions of higher education in Spain, Since its foundation in 1972, UMA has rapidly expanded its international presence and prestige. Currently, UMA has 2 campuses with more than 1.5 million quadrat meter, more than 35,000 students, 2,400 professors, 23 faculties and schools, 82 departments, 200 educational programs, etc., etc., with more than 270 research groups, numerous research projects in different fields, and more than 1,800 business contacts. The UMA stimulates innovation and educational research, promoting the quality of its professors and research groups through their participation in international research projects, like is in this case the Aurora project. We are aware of the important educational and social work carried out by the Kalinga Institute for Social Science and the other European and Indian and Nepal higher education institutions involved here in the Aurora project. And we would like to strengthen relations and to open the door to new collaboration. We are really happy of collaborating in the Aurora Capacity Building project, a project coordinated by KISS, which have united different European universities with several counterparts in India and Nepal in the field of education and solidarity. Its main objective is to train teachers in 3 fundamental areas of human rights, as you know, such as gender equality, the fight against radicalization, and the educational inclusion of people at risk. All of them are very important in our society all over the world nowadays. Unfortunately, we are living a very sad moment in Europe now due to the war in Ukraine. Nowadays, tolerance, dialogue, and intercultural awareness, among others, is more than needed today. And I think in Aurora project we are also promoting all these values in our societies. Congratulations for the event, blessing and namaste.
Thank you, Professor Delgado. You are always with us for the different collaborations and implementing the work packages. Thank you very much. Now I invite Professor Umesh Yadav, Executive Director, International Relations Center, Pokhara University, Pokhara. Sir, please unmute yourself. Professor Umesh Yadav.
Namaste and good afternoon to all our Asian partners, and good morning to our European partners. Respected Vice Chancellor Professor Ina Sastry of Banastari Vidyapith, Project Manager Dr. Ajay Surana and his team of the host university, the ERASMUS Plus partners from Nepal, India, and programming partners from Czech Republic, Ireland, Romania, and Spain, and all the invited and distinguished guests, and all the faculties, staff, students, those who are present today for this info day, representing both home and abroad of different esteemed universities. On behalf of Vice Chancellor's Office, let me thank you first on having me to have a short remarks on this Aurora project. I thank the host university, members of Aurora team, for putting their best efforts to make events like this take place under ERASMUS Plus Frame project, despite of the adverse situations and hard times caused by COVID-19. Actually, we are happy to report to the Vice Chancellor that Aurora partners from Nepal and India are very soon undertaking the piloting of the course modules developed to outcast or combat radicalism by making familiar with courses in education such as inclusive education and gender equality, active citizen and democratic values, and radicalization courses. I hope the pedagogy of future humanities built in this course will serve for better humanity with peace and devoid of far-right extremist activities in the societies. And also, I believe that it will prove to be a milestone in delivering gender equality concepts and democratic values among students by broadening their inclusive thought. And I also believe that it will give a contemporary, inclusive thought to the students in taking away studies related to gender equalities. In this regard, I thank you, the Western partners, in helping the Asian universities devise the course out of your experience and also giving it a structure so that it can enter into classroom. Our university, Pokhara University, takes this project very positively and helps the project to run smoothly so that it can achieve its goals in targeted countries like Nepal and India. And now at the verge, at this verge, I personally believe that execution is more important, and it is equally significant because you have thought a course which is to be executed. This is very, very wonderful. And I agree to Professor Behra that to move ahead with the better execution, MOU across the institutions of those who are involved in this project would be better, because that would support in capacity development of these institutions as well. I think that is more better. Finally, the Office of the Vice Chancellor would like to extend best wishes for the grand success of both this Info Day and both the event, and personally, in the occasion of our 25th anniversary of our university, I am very much obliged and happy that you gave me platform to get connected with esteemed audience like yours. Thank you very much and all the best.
Thank you, Professor Umesh Singh Yadav from Pokhara University on behalf of Vice Chancellor Pokhara University. Now, in the next, I invite Dr. Stephen O'Brien, University College Cork, National University of Ireland. He is our important collaborator, team member from UCC. Steve, please. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning to you, AJ, and good morning, colleagues in India, Nepal, and our European family. It's nice to see you all. I have a presentation, but I don't think I'll show that now, AJ. I'll just speak through it, maybe, is probably the best thing to do, as others have done. But if you wish, I will show it. Would you like me to share the screen or not, AJ?
Yeah, you can share, sir.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I hope that you were able to see this.
Just a few seconds, after just a few seconds.
Okay. Can you see that?
No, not now, till now.
Okay. That should be visible now, AJ?
Yeah, now it is presenting, I think.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so good morning, everybody.
Yeah, just please pin the presentation.
Does that seem okay there?
Yeah, it's okay. No.
It's okay. Okay, thank you. So greetings, everybody from Ireland. This is Ireland here, and I'm right down in the bottom in the green section of Ireland. And you will notice the top pink section is Northern Ireland. And of course, we have a colonial sharing with India, in that the British were once here, and this country has been partitioned, and it has been somewhat fractious over our history and troublesome, and we have a history of, I suppose, conflict. In 1922, even in my county here, there was a civil war between those who did not want the island to be partitioned and those who acceded to it. And now 100 years on, we're in a different place. And I think I want to talk a little bit about that different place. Ireland now, in my little part of the world, where once it was just Irish people born and raised and emigrated often, now 14% of our population down here is actually non-Irish nationals. Before we spoke Irish, our national language, and English. Now there are 72 languages in our country. And we have a lasting peace agreement with Northern Ireland. And I think all of this, plus our mass emigration that happened in our previous history when we had famine and we emigrated, means that Ireland is a unique little country in the world because it belongs to the world as well. It is experiencing immigration and emigration and changing patterns of inclusion. And all of that, I think, speaks strongly to where we are and where we're going to next. As far as our little university is concerned, we're describing it now more and more as a super diverse space. a place where there's great diversity at play. Here are the official statistics, but I want to tease out, not to talk only about the wonderful achievements of the university, but to talk about maybe some of the changes that are happening inside. Look at how many alumni we have worldwide. In the United States, for example, almost 10 times the population of Ireland identifies as Irish. The alumni across the world are huge. We have more and more international students than ever before. 1 in 3 of our staff are from overseas. We have great access programs now where people from working class backgrounds in particular are welcomed into the university, whereas before that did not happen. We now have a sanctuary scholarship for refugees that are coming to this country. I should say, however, that the scholarships that they have to enter as students to be given free fees are very low. By comparison to our colleague in KISS, our distinguished speaker earlier on, you could see that education is not free in our country. So there are many things that we still need to do by way of including. But just to say that sustainability is now very much on the agenda, access from working class groups, more female participation than men has been achieved, but not necessarily in leadership positions across the university, and our staff are being international more and more, as are our students more and more from 104 different countries. So the country is changing, the university is changing, and we're all grappling with the question, how do we make inclusion deeper for who it is and what it is we do? So in our project, we've been talking about inclusion, and in Work Package 1 in particular, we kind of came to a position on what is inclusion. And I won't go through all of this, just to say that inclusion is just about, I suppose, a sense of belonging, feeling respected and valued. And it has other concepts attaching to it, such as equality, where other groups are treated just as favourably as one another. And in Ireland, we have Equal Status Acts, which means that your civil status should not matter, nor your career or family status, nor your social class background, nor your sexual orientation or religion or age or disability or race or membership of an ethnic minority. So equality is treating all equally across these different categories. And equity, another concept that's used here, is really about fairness. Who gets to access education? And when they're in, do they have equal accessibility to education? And when they come out, are the outcomes equally fair? And so we have an awful lot of maybe emphasis on access, but not enough on outcomes. There are still massive unequal outcomes in accordance with different groups' identities. And that's something that we need to work on. And diversity, finally, is about difference. It involves understanding and appreciating and embracing differences. And that's what we're about here in Aurora. We're trying to enhance inclusion in what it is we do in the university. So from Work Package 1, what did we find? Well, we found that all of us are very different, that the socio-cultural context of every one of us is different. If you look at some of the characteristics, I mean, in KISS, it caters for tribal populations, 62 tribes, which includes 13 particularly vulnerable tribal groups, 21 tribal languages and 74 dialects. UBB in Romania really look with learners with disabilities in mind. AISS are looking at rural youth, especially girls, and Banastali provides solely for female learner cohorts. So we're all very different in how we engage inclusion and deepen it. And also our countries are different in terms of, let's say, the wider socio-cultural and political context. In Ireland, luckily, we do not have advances of far-right movements, for example, that other countries, even in the European space now, are emerging. We recently had the same-sex marriage referendum, for example. We have Equal Status Acts. So the legislative environment and the political context within which you're working is also important. And we noted that in Work Package 1. We also looked at how each unit looks at equality, equity, and diversity. And we said that there needs to be a common language, maybe. So when we get together and when we do those memorandum of understandings, And when we do work together, we need to maybe agree upon principles of what equality, equity and diversity mean. And of course, we're doing great strides, and our Indian and Nepalese colleagues are leading the way here in developing curricular responses to inclusion in their work. One institution, and I won't name particular institutions, talk about transformative work, mainstreaming transgendered people, for example, female empowerment movements, in addition to the prevention of female child trafficking and sex abuse. This finding is a useful reminder to the global community that child trafficking and sexual abuse are universal plights, not just to one institution. We're more and more interdependent, and I think Aurora sums that up beautifully, really, that we're working in partnership together. But much of what we do has an impact on each other now, much more. The other main finding from our work was that teaching and learning and assessment, when doing this kind of work on gender inclusion or global citizenship and democracy or outcasting radicalism, requires particular teaching and learning and assessment, different ways of doing things that we didn't do before. And there's some really innovative findings here on institutions and units that are working with, let's say, methodologies such as circles of learning, debates, and also art science connections, showing the work positively through the hidden curriculum, drama, theatre, music, different ways of teaching and learning and assessing are certainly things to the fore. But look, there remains plenty of challenges for deeper engagement, and newly qualified teachers, for example, in particular, have huge challenges. In the European context, it's the intensity of the work. It's moving between schools and universities and finding the space to do this work, and attitudes as well that need to shift and change over time, and that is as much for the teacher educator as well as the student. So look, they're just some of the findings, but just to say that, you know, research out there suggests that student teachers really care for marginalized students, but they are also very uncertain, very vulnerable, very apprehensive with respect to how they can do something about it. And often it's seen as a skill set that belongs to a particular area, like the special education needs arena, for example. And our Czech colleague earlier on eloquently talked about the fact that special education needs is now integrated in schooling, and it's the responsibility of every teacher, not just the SEN teacher, the special education needs teacher. But student teachers certainly are trying to find their way. They're looking for teacher educators to teach them about global citizenship education, about inclusion. They're looking for this. And more, the ways in which we find the most effective way of doing this work is in the small spaces. It's actually doing something in classrooms that's different. So it means that knowledge is contested, that the teacher does not present as expert, for example, and opens up the knowledge to contestation, even conflict, talking about issues that can be lively, such as recent migration, for example, the refugee crisis, or it could be about race issues, it could be about class or caste issues. And all of this is something that's embraced in GCSE classrooms in small spaces, as is the opportunity for them to creatively think their way out of it, to give them activities so that they emerge with some form of resolution, that they are part of the creative process, that they're involved in critical thinking. This is really key, that critical thinking means that they come to an independent stance on it, that they're not told how to think, but they're enabled to think in critical terms and look for root causes, explanations of social inequality, for example, and injustice in their local as well as their global arenas. Look, I won't spend too much more time, but just to say that student teachers have said these things to us. They have said, here's an example of a student teacher. I find what is of most value is giving pupils a safe space to interrogate the world, to share their thoughts and feelings, to question the validity of power and how decisions those in power make impact on ordinary people's lives, including their own. Through active methodologies and visual tools, as well as qualitative and quantitative literacy instruction, conversations open and deliberations occur on what justice and fairness means in the context of an ever-changing Irish society. Another student said, "It is difficult to measure the impact on the development on my own personal and professional identity as a teacher, but it has been truly transformative. this phrase transformative is really important, because we trace how people felt at the outset, how they feel during the course engagement, and how they feel after it. And some sort of journeying happens where they believe that they're changing their attitudes, their values, their knowledge, their skills, and they're even acting upon the world in particular ways. And we see action projects emerge from students, for example, in their research, but also with their pupils in the community that they serve. So I suppose just to say that from the early pilot findings, it's really important that we continue to integrate global citizenship education into the initial teacher education program, that we honor a change in values, attitudes and behaviors, that we build and share knowledge together, which Aurora does so successfully. And thank you to convening and facilitating all of us throughout the years, and not easy in an online context, as has been said. And we shouldn't be afraid to deal with contentious issues or conflict. And in this world, of course, in the war in Europe presently as well, we need to know that dealing with conflictual issues, as we have done in our own history, and we hope to do in this kind of work, is also about promoting peace and harmony with one another. And so I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity on behalf of the UCC team. This work is being disseminated widely in UCC. It is honoured, and it's down to everybody, the partners, the people that we have worked with very closely throughout the couple of years that we are already in the project. And I really support the potential for extension beyond 2023. So thank you, EJ, and thank you, colleagues, and Beshu Sheesh from Ireland. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much for your comprehensive presentation on inclusiveness. University College Cork is the leader of Work Package 1, and they have provided a very good and initial survey for India and Nepal. Thank you, UCC, and thank you, Steve. Now I invite our technical partner, that is EduLab Mumbai.
Hello everybody.
Mr. Damien Hennett of Head International Project EduLab Mumbai. Please welcome.
Hello. I will also share a quick presentation that I will just quickly go over, and then maybe I'll talk about the project, how it was initiated, and I think it's important. Being the last speaker after all these esteemed guests, it's a bit complicated, but I hope that I'll be able to mark some form of conclusion. So here, just share screen, and then I will just share, and then I'll show my presentation. Can you see the presentation?
Wait for a few seconds, please. Now it's coming.
It's okay. Fine.
Yeah.
So hello everybody. I'm Damien from EduLab.
I request all of you to please pin the presentation.
First presentation will be shared later, of course. So EduLab, we are, as mentioned by our friend Dr. Surana, we are not a university or tertiary education institution. We are actually a private company that works in collaboration with education institutions. So we generally tend to provide at first experiential learning, which basically means learning by doing, so things such as internships. As you can see, we have partners in over 20 countries, and we're also recognized by UNESCO. Our major projects are, of course, the ERASMUS PLUS projects we're working on. For example, this Aurora project. We also work on internship with the Belgian government. Why we are part of the Aurora project mainly is because we also provide customized learning management software and virtual classrooms to universities in India. And our expertise for the project would be in this domain, also in other domain, but mainly in this domain. Now, maybe I would just like to share. I'll just stop sharing and maybe just continue talking. Why did we start this project when we initiated the conversation with Banastali and other colleagues? is we noticed that in the general public there has been a shift into understanding other people, understanding the people's point of view generally. People tend to now more and more, should I say, see things in black and white, which of course is not always the reality. There's always a gray part that tends now to disappear from people's mindset, and also a form of discreditation of a person's point of view via his or her life experience. So when we contacted our partners, we said it's important that I think we find a way to put back, some sense of discussion, talk, democracy between people, that they can understand that people can come from other risings and still, bring their point of view, and then not here to do bad stuff or do mean stuff. They come here with their own baggage, and it's interesting to discuss with them and understand how anyone can help us, especially now in an international frame where there's a lot of immigration due to war, unfortunately, that again has started back in Europe, but also economical issues in different countries, and now more and more also environment due to the climate change. That also is one of the biggest issues that we will face in the coming years, with the increase of migrants from countries who are subjected to substantial climate change. So we decided to create this program to be able to talk about this, to be able to decide that, okay, it's important that we discuss about these issues, and these issues when migration comes, a bunch of rhetorics that exist in Europe. I know, for example, it exists, but also in India it exists. The rhetorics of migration within India exists. So it's important that we try to help people understand, give cards for them to understand that it's not necessarily something bad, but it's something that can be, understood and helped. So we decided to axe our program on who is the best vector to communicate this to the wider public, and the solution came very quickly to teachers. Teachers are the best multiplier vector that exists, and so that's the program started to create those special courses for teachers on how can they inculcate these values inside their students, and then their students will inculcate that to their families and their local communities. So that's for my talk. I would like again.
Thank you, Damien,
Dr. Sulana and Anthony for hosting this event, and also thank you to all the partners who are part of the project. And we are really eager to provide their support and continue working together post the 3 years of the project. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. And EduLab is our partner for technical expertise. All the websites and will be maintained by EduLab. Thank you for providing the support. Now, in the next session of the program, I invite Dr. Anshuman Shastri from Vanasthali International. Please provide some insights about the Vanasthali University to the audience.
Thank you so much, sir. First of all, very good afternoon or very good morning to all the esteemed university vice chancellors, faculty members, and all the participants from this event to grace Vanasthali Vidyapith and the whole Aurora team presence for today's event. Well, I've been asked to give a presentation about Vanasthali and the international initiatives by Banasli. Unlike all the other distinguished speakers who spoke before me, I won't be having any presentations as such. I'll just be discussing the progress made by Banasli Vidyapith. I'm having a bit of a sore throat, so please bear with my inaudible voice for some time. I hope you are able to hear me properly.
Sir, you are audible, clearly audible, no problem.
So, to start off the Banasli story, like typically as we hear about different universities all around the world, we see that the universities are founded by some industrialists, some government organizations, some philanthropists, and people of that caliber. However, Banasli happens to be like an institution which is unique to its own, because Banasli was the only kind of university of that time which was founded by a father. Our founder, Pandit Hiralal Shastri, he was a civil servant in the British India government, and he wanted to be involved in social work and social upliftment of local people. So he left his job at the government and came to this village here to empower local people. While doing so, back in the 1930s, his daughter, Shantabai, was quite a promising child. She wanted to do her bit in helping young children and young kids, and to teach them various acts. Although, as time may have it, she suffered from some medical condition, and because there were no medical facilities available back in those days, she unfortunately passed away long before her time at the age of 12. Pandit Hiralal Shastri, he was quite deeply affected by the mishap that took place, but an idea suddenly clicked into his mind that what if I lost one daughter of mine? I would teach every girl as if she was my own. So with that sort of a noble thought, he went door to door to his friends and colleagues and associates and asked them to send their daughters over to Banasli, and he would then teach them. And that was a time when the concept of girl child virtually did not exist. So he had to put some hard yards in, and somehow 5 noble fellows, they agreed to send their daughters over. So with those 5 students, the Banasli University started its journey, and from there, as we stand today we are world's second largest residential university for women. We have a campus which is spread over 850 acres of land. We have over 25 departments, and we keep on adding to the list. And the experiment that started with only 5 girls, sorry, the experiment that started with only 5 girls has now crossed over 15,000. So right now we are ever expanding in all the directions. We have been associating with various projects, Aurora being one of them, and I'm quite pleased that we have been successful in bringing so many countries and so many representatives under one single umbrella. I would like to congratulate Dr. Ajay Surana for all the efforts that he has put in for this work. And along with that, it's not just about the students that Banasli takes an immense pride in. We also take a lot of pride in the fact that we have been making a mark on international scales as well. A number of our students, they go to various partner universities for international projects and collaborations, and a lot of students, they opt to come to India for various programs or various experience programs as well. So we offer them all kind of opportunities in terms of we offer all kind of opportunities and all kind of benefits to them, ranging from like a full semester of studies at our university and a short Visit India program, as well as a Feel India program. So we kind of give them all kind of flexibility and options for them to be able to come, explore and study in India and understand the Indian culture. Over time, we have partnered with several universities, and as we stand today, we have had over 40 partners in the past, and right now we have over 30 active partnerships with universities from all around the world in every single continent. Sorry. So I am very pleased to see the level of progress that has been made through this interesting and noble Aurora project that we have. As Auroras go, they tend to like give us a once in a lifetime spectacle, which can't be explained beyond words. And I think the way all the partners are coming together on a common platform and doing such collaborative work, I'm pretty sure that through this project, a lot of new outcomes and a lot of positive outcomes are going to come out. I can see that there are about 6 partner countries at the moment, and the countries are from different parts of the world, having different education systems, and despite that, everyone is so enthusiastic and dedicated towards making a contribution. And I am quite optimistic that the collaboration that we have all been doing is going to go beyond this project itself. It's going to go like further, like in terms of knowledge exchange, cultural exchange, technological exchange, and I'm extremely positive that we are all going to mutually benefit out of this particular work. I'm going to, although it is not necessary because so many welcomes have already been done, but on behalf of Vanasali, I would like to welcome and thank you all for being a part of this event today, and I hope you have a very good experience with the work we are doing, and hopefully I would love to see you again soon in one of the upcoming events. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anshuman Sastry. You have given a necessary. We will see all of our partners in next few days, and we will go beyond that project also. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now, the next speaker is Dr. Andrea Hathaji, Associate Professor of Special Education Department, Bobes Bolai University, Romania. She is our active team member, and she will provide you the insight about their contributions and their leadership. Please, Dr.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Surana. Let me just first express my huge gratitude to this partnership that we have together with you. and that we appreciate this learning experience, professional experience, and cultural experience that we are parting since the project has begun. Let me just share my screen just to tell you about our university. I hope you can see it. So we, as I said, we are very we have a huge gratitude towards the possibility that our cooperation and our partnership tackles some really important issues for us, and that we can contribute and we can share the best practices together and build on knowledge together and disseminate and transmit and develop and implement courses and as I said, knowledge and best practices together. Babes-Bolyai University is a traditional university started in 1581, and it was called as Academia Claudopolitana Societatis Jesu. It was a royal statute having the right to confer the university titles of baccalaureate, magister, doctor, developed after 1698 until 1786 into Universitas Claudopolitana, with teachings in Latin and later also in German. We welcome you in the beautiful city of Cluj-Napoca, where the university is. And the university also is a huge presence in the life of the community with so many students. Babes-Bolyai University only has 42,000 students, but there are also other universities in Cluj, enlarging thus the population, making it younger and full of challenges, but also full of great opportunities and experiences. Babes-Bolyai University is an academic educational public institution aiming to promote and sustain the development of the specific cultural components within the local, regional, national, and international community. And we always support the idea of multiculturality, meaning that there are many programs taught in other native languages of populations that are in the region, but also many international programs, thus enlarging, as I said, knowledge and experience and opportunities. And also giving the university the possibility to be part of consortiums within projects such as this one. The components that are aimed through the strategies and the aim of the mission of the university refers to permanent and innovative learning culture, a culture for an active attitude and participation, multiculturalism, intercultural dialogue and collaboration between different religions, a culture for personal development, an action culture based on systematic and innovative knowledge, a culture for integration in diversity and for globalization in terms of respecting identity and reciprocity, and a culture for personal and moral development. And we are proud of the mission that the university declares and supports within all the activities, educational activities, research activities, and community-based and service learning implementation as a social mission of the university, as the third mission of the university. So this is just some parts and structures and departments of the university. There are 21 faculties, but we have several extensions within the country, many research units, UBB museums, a botanical garden, astronomical observatory, sports park with swimming pool, and of course we are very, very warmly invite all of you to visit us and enjoy together with us the beauty of our city. Also, we are very proud of the foreign cultural centers. As I said, the university always had as main aim this development and availability and openness to other cultural and linguistic identities and diversity. So you can see here so many cultural centers, and I may proudly also mention the Cluj Center for Indian Studies, and I also put there the one of the Romanian Journal of Indian Studies, which Babes-Bolyai University has and proposes for those who would like to publish or access results of studies and publications. So these are also the other ones: French, Turkology, British, African, Dutch. So huge openness to diversity, linguistic and cultural. Also, the university has some resorts, scientific resorts, that the members of faculty together with students can access and can develop and implement summer schools or any other activities that are on for their benefit and for the staff as well. So these are some resorts and complex for them to join together in activities and develop these knowledge and competencies that they have. Regarding the present project, as I said, we are deeply happy that we have the possibility to work together within this multicultural, diverse consortium, but full of knowledge, full of expertise, full of experience, and full of the joy of working together and discussing and thinking together and developing together, content, resource, knowledge, and as I said, best practice with an impact on the lives of students, lives of teachers, and the social and the diverse background of citizens. So the UBB had the possibility and the opportunity to work together with the other European universities in order to develop the content, the curriculum development. So our main contributions, though we are really part of all the other work packages and project results, was the curriculum development and the online course for the module that was called Enhancement of Active Citizenship and Democratic Values. And together with my colleagues, Carmen Costa-Berluz and Robert Balázsi, we really had also the availability and the knowledge and the experience that we shared and that we build on together with our partners. And we are so it was not just curriculum development for our partners, but it was also through their feedback, through their ideas, through their comments. It was really something that we have built together. We are a part and we coordinate together with KISS University, which we really like our cooperation and our partnership, and we value our dear colleagues from there. But not only, but we had a closer relationship with our esteemed colleagues, because we work together on the quality plan and reports and assessment, and our main aims to be fulfilled through our activities. Also, we participated to the comparative framework that was presented before, and this was a framework in relation to practices and policies referring to inclusive education in EU, India, and Nepal. I hope that our contribution is valuable. I know that we have learned together from you, together with you, and we cherish also our new professional opportunities with the European universities. The actions to follow will be in the next period, the assessment of implementation of courses in the partner institutions, and we will have ongoing discussions, ongoing feedback, ongoing experiences to be shared and to find out the tangible impact and implication of our work. We will continue to develop, of course, the quality plan and the report so that we show and we have an evidence of our work, and we will participate to the dissemination activities as it is today together with you. We are very happy, and we will join the events that you will organize in the future, in the near future. We always participate with enthusiasm to what our colleagues from India, from Nepal will prepare for us as events or celebrations or ideas. Just in conclusion, I think that we also grew as an institution, grew as professionals, and for the benefit of ourselves, as I said, professionals, but also for the benefit of our teacher training programs and initial training for our students. So thank you again for the opportunity, and I wish you all the best, and hopefully we can meet very soon, and we are also open for any further project that we might develop together. Thank you again for your attention, and all the best to all of you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Andrea Hataji from University of Bebes Boyle, Romania. Now I invite Dr. Snigdha Rani Panda, Dean, School of Tribal Resource Management, Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences, Odisha, Bhubaneswar. Your mic has some problem, I think. Not working. Yeah, I now working. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon to all present over here. Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Inna Sastry, Banastali Vidyapit, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Deepak Kumar Behra, KISS deemed to be University, Honorable Vice Chancellor Nitin Karmalkar, SP Savitribai Phule, Pune University, all the dignitaries present over here, all the project managers, 12 participating institutes, and from 6 participating countries, and respected Ajay Surana sir. So, just I want to share my screen. Is it visible?
Just wait for a few seconds, just a few seconds, 1 or 2 seconds. Yeah, now visible.
Okay. So this is in Info Day program of Aurora project from contribution of KISS Bhubaneswar in the project. So about the KISS and KISS deemed to be university, as Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences, that is KISS, was founded by Professor Achut Samant in 1992-93 with only 125 poor tribal students. At present, the number of students educated through KISS has touched more than 30,000, out of which nearly 7,000 have gone in for higher education at KISS. This institution has been accorded the deemed to be university status by the Ministry of HRD Government of India on 25th August 2017. KISS has become the first tribal university in the entire world exclusively for tribal students. The university has introduced 7 new innovative areas in the first phase with the approval of UGC to provide impetus to research in tribal legal studies and tribal rights, tribal resource management, tribal culture and heritage, tribal languages, medicines, tribal technology, Indic studies. So students get residential education that is free of cost. And now we have closed more than 60,000 students, including 30,000 alumni. We have also 12 satellite centers. Our stakeholders are our key functionaries, Aurora working team, all the faculty members, administrative staff, alumni, students, and satellite centers at different places in Odisha. The focus area of our university is research, innovation, thriving residential campus, people, not profit, academic and personal growth, indigenous wisdom, and sustainability. Now I come to the second part, that is the contribution of KISS towards the different work package in Aurora project. So for the work package 1, we are working with UCC, Tribhuvan University, and including all the partner institutes as the guidance of Professor Ajay Surana sir, that sharing the good practices for promoting inclusive education and develop the survey questionnaire that is distributed among all the stakeholders of Aurora team members. And in the contribution towards the work package 2, we have also taken training in the teacher training in inclusive education, gender equality, democratic value, active citizenship, combating radicalism. The lead university is Sarki University, KISS, and Tribhuvan. And in this training, all the partner universities, European partner universities had imparted training to the Indian and Nepalese partners. KISS has developed its Aurora Center as well as Aurora Club. So these are some glimpses. So now contribution of work package towards work package 3, that is the development part 2, that implementation of courses and piloting, and that worked on risk identification and document with UBB, and the courses in KISS that is already developed and passed in the Board of Studies as well as Academic Council as value-added certificate program, as well as these courses are also opted by the postgraduate students in political science and education, and the piloting is in progress. So these are the courses syllabus which is passed in our Board of Studies, and the course curriculum, that credit of each course is 2 credit. The module is for each course is 2 units, and the clock hour is 32 hours. And the contribution towards the work package 5, that is planning for Aurora's quality assurance, assessment and evaluation, which is most important, because to maintain the quality of this project as well as the sustainability of this project, the quality emphasis is more important. So that is also taken by our IPSC as well as all the European partners, as UBB is doing a major role in this, developing the tools for quality control and quality plan and mechanism for this project. Now, for the dissemination and exploitation, for the sustainability of the project, as dissemination is one of the major part, and so the KISS deemed to be university in collaboration with the IPSC KISS DU has always taken initiatives to its stakeholders regarding the how to disseminate and how to maintain the quality of this project and all these that curriculums in KISS and beyond the KISS umbrella. So that is we have organized an NEP and inclusive education where our Professor Padmaja Mishra ma'am, former Vice Chancellor Ramaderi University, our Professor Emeritus, so Professor Deepak Kumar Vera, Vice Chancellor KISS, have guided and motivated us under this project. Then KISS has also organized the international virtual conference where on 17th and 18th December 2021, where more than 500 participants have registered and presented their papers. We are in a process of publishing in the proceedings as well as journals of these papers. So these are the activities. And now KISS is also observing that under Aurora project with collaboration with the other school, other department, that International Women's Day, where our research scholars are the key speakers of this program. Also organized women empowerment on challenges and strategies, that is for poster competition, and also organized the international virtual competition on slogan that is women rights are human rights. The students of KISS as well as the other schools, universities outside KISS have also sent their messages, and this is on international virtual student colloquium development as a process. Most of the students from Banastali Vidyapith also, they have shared their view as a development as a process, and all these parts are coming under one component in our curriculum. And KISS also contributing that Aurora newsletter with the support of EduLab. And this is the glimpse of the equipment that is purchased under the Aurora project. So this is the Aurora Center. These all are kept in our Aurora Center. And how our students under the Aurora Club are doing the active role in their community during this pandemic, how they are make the role play and make the awareness program among their community in the village. So now I, with the permission of Ajay Surana sir, I over to Disha ma'am that we will play just a role play for 2 to 3 minutes so that the students can show you, the Aurora Club students of KISS DU can show you in their own regional language, that is Odia language, so how they are making the awareness program. So sir, over to Disha ma'am with the permission of Ajay Surana sir. Sir, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. This role play talks about the story of a girl, Khushi, meaning happiness, who wishes to study but is forced to marry. Her mother is elated to learn that school has closed because of the pandemic, and Khushi will help her mother in household work. Khushi is sad because she cannot express the thing to her parents. She is a victim of gender bias, where she sees differences in treatment of parents with her and her brother. Khushi's friend pays her visit and talks her out of it and gives her the courage to voice her wishes. Ladies and gentlemen, the script has been written by the students of KISS Aurora Club. And our students have been organizing awareness campaigns at community level during the pandemic. I will try sending the translation in the chat box as well. Hope you will enjoy this short performance.
अरे हरी खुशी कुआरे गला कि रे देरी हो जाउछ पूरा स्कूल जीवन नहीं आस खाइलु आस ओ आस्ते गली ओ आस्ते गलु तू ए बतो पे खाइबा आनी दो ओ जल्दी आने दे मते बहुत भूख पड़लानी भगवान को इच्छा सब ठीक ठाक ही चले भाई ना एक तो दिन घर चली भाउज घर सब केमिति चली हां सब ठीक ठाक चली देखो दिन आसिबा आसी होची समय काई बा आज बेडा कि करे आसीची भाउज ଅଛି ଭଲ ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବ ଦେଖିଛି ତ ସେ ଗୋଟେ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କର ଜମି ବହୁତ ଅଛି ବୁଲି ବି ଭଲ ତାଙ୍କର ଭଲ ସେ ମୋ ସାଙ୍ଗ ପୁଅ ତ ତାଙ୍କର ଝିଅ ଖୋଜିଥିଲେ ପୁଅ ପାଇଁ ତେଣୁ ମୁଁ ଆମ ସେ କଥା ମନେ ପଡ଼ିବାରୁ ମୁଁ କହିଦେଲି ତାଙ୍କୁ ତ କହିଲେ ତମ ସହିତ କଥା ହେଲେ ଟିକେ ଭଲ ହୁଅନ୍ତା ମୁଁ ତ ଜଣେଇବି ସେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଆଉ ଆପଣ ଯଦି ରାଜି ହେବେ ତେବେ ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କୁ କହିଦେବି ସେ ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବ ନେଇ କରି ଆସିବେ କଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଭାବୁଛ ଆମେ କଣ କହିଲା ଆମେ ସେ ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବରେ ବହୁତ ହି ଖୁସି ଅଛୁ ଖୁସି ବାପା କଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି ହଁ ଏତେ ଭଲ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଆମେ କାହିଁ ମନା କରିବୁ ଆମେ ଏ ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବରେ ରାଜି ଅଛୁ ହଉ ଭାଇନା ଏବେ ମୁଁ ଯାଉ ଆସିଲେ ତମକୁ ଜଣେଇଦେବି ସେ ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବ ନେଇ କରି ଆସିବି ଆଉ ମୁଁ ଆସୁଛି ଖାଇ ପିଇକି ଯାଇଥାନ୍ତେ ନା ତାପରେ ଆଜି ଝିଅ ବାହାଘର ଯେତେ ହବ ଦୋକାନ କରି ଖାଇଦବା ଆଉ ହଉ ଆସୁଛି ଆରେ ଖୁସି କଣ କରୁଛୁ କି ଲୋ ତୋ ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ଖୁସି ଖବର ଆଣିଯାଇଛି ତୋ ପାଇଁ ବହୁତ ଖୁସି ଖବର ଆଣିଯାଇଛି ଖୁସି ଖବର ବାହାଘର ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବ ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ ବାହା ହେବିନି ବାହା ହେବୁନି ତ କଣ କରିବୁ ଏବେ ଆଲୋ ତୁ କଣ କହିଲୁ ଚାକିରି କରିବୁ ତୋ ଭାଇ ଅଛି ପରା ଚାକିରି କରି ଆମକୁ ବସିବା ପାଇଁ ତୁ ସେ ପାଠ ପଢା ମୁଣ୍ଡରୁ କାଢି ଦେ କଥା ଯେମିତି ଘରେ ପଦେ ବି ନ ଉଠେ ଖୁସିର ତ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବ ଆସିଯାଇଛି ତାକୁ ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଜଣେଇଦେବା ସେମାନେ ପ୍ରସ୍ତାବ ଆଣିକି ବିକେଇ ଆସିବେ ନମସ୍କାର କେମିତି ଅଛନ୍ତି ଆମେ ଭଲ ଅଛୁ କେମିତି ଅଛୁ ସମସ୍ତେ ବହୁତ ଭଲ ଅଛି ଏତେ ଦିନ ମାନେ ଖୁସିଙ୍କ ଭେଟ ହେଇନି ତ ତାକୁ ଟିକେ ଦେଖା କରିବାକୁ ଚାଲି ଆସିଲି ଘର ଭିତରେ ଅଛି ହଉ ମୁଁ ତାକୁ ଟିକେ ଦେଖିକି ଆସେ ଆରେ ତୁ ଏଠି ଅଛୁ ମୁଁ ଭଲ ଅଛି ଆରେ ସ୍କୁଲ ଛୁଟି ହେଇଗଲା ଏ ଯୋଉ ନୂଆ ଭାଇରସ କରୋନା ଯୋଗୁଁ ଆମ ସ୍କୁଲ ଛୁଟି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ଖବର କଣ ଭଲ ଅଛି ତ ଘରେ ସମସ୍ତେ କେମିତି ଅଛନ୍ତି କଣ ହେଇଛି ଘରେ ଯଦି ସମସ୍ତେ ଭଲ ଅଛନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ ତୁ ମୋ ପାଇଁ ଛୁଟି ବସଛୁ ଦେଖୁଛି ତୋ ମୁହଁ ଦେଖି ଜଣା ପଡୁଛି ତୁ ଜମା ବି ଠିକ ନାହୁଁ କଣ ହେଇଛି ମୁଁ ତ ସାଙ୍ଗ ପରା ତୁ ମତେ କହିବୁନି ତୁ ମନା କଲୁନି ବାରମ୍ବାର ମନା କରି ସାରିଲେଣି ହେଲେ ମୋ କଥା କେହି ବି ଶୁଣୁନାହାନ୍ତି ତୁ ଜମା ବି ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ ହନା ଆମର ତ ବାହାଘର ବୟସ ବି ହେଇନି ମୁଁ ମୋ ସାଙ୍ଗକୁ ରାଧା ଯାଉଛୁ ନା କଣ ନାଇଁ ମାଉସୀ ମୋର ମଉସାର ତମ ସହିତ କିଛି କଥା ହବାର ଥିଲା ହଁ କହୁନି ଆମେ ଶୁଣୁଛୁ ମାଉସୀ ମୁଁ ଏଥର ଶୁଣୁଛି ଖୁସିକୁ ତମେ ବାହା ଦେଇଦେବ ବୋଲି କହୁଛ ହଁ ଲୋ ମା ତୁ ଯାହା ବି ଶୁଣିଛୁ ଠିକ ଶୁଣିଛୁ ତାକୁ ଟିକେ ବୁଝେଇଲେ ସେ ବାହା ହେବିନି କହୁଛି ନାଇଁ ମାଉସୀ ସେ ପାଠ ପଢି ନିଜ ଗୋଡରେ ଛିଡ଼ା ହେବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ଆରେ ସେ ଝିଅ ପିଲାଟା କଣ କରିବ ପାଠ ପଢିକି ମୋ ସାର୍ ମାଉସୀ ଛୋଟ ମୁହଁରେ ବଡ କଥା ଖରାପ ଭାବନି ଏସବୁ ଯାହା ବି ହଉଛି ଜମାରୁ ବି ଠିକ ହଉନି ସେ ପାଠ ପଢି ନିଜ ଗୋଡରେ ଛିଡ଼ା ହେବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ଆଜିକାଲି ଯୁଗରେ ଏ ପରମ ଆଜି ଆସିଲେ କାଲିକି ନଥିବ କାଲି ସ୍କୁଲ ଖୋଲାଲେ ସେ ଯାଇ ଆହୁରି ପାଠ ପଢିବ ଆଜିକାଲି ଯୁଗରେ ଝିଅମାନେ ବି ପୁଅମାନଙ୍କୁ କମ୍ ନୁହନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ଝିଅମାନେ ମଧ୍ୟ ପୁଅମାନଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ବହୁତ କ୍ଷେତ୍ରରେ ଆଗଉଛନ୍ତି ଚନ୍ଦ୍ରକୁ ଯାଇ ସମୁଦ୍ରରୁ ବୁଡ଼ି ବହୁତ ଦେଶ ବିଦେଶକୁ ଯାଇ ଗବେଷଣା କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ କଣ କଣ ବା ନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ଆମକୁ ଆମ କେସରେ ଜୀବନ କୌଶଳ ଶିକ୍ଷା ଓ ଅରୋରା ପ୍ରୋଜେକ୍ଟରେ ଶିଖେଇଛନ୍ତି ଯେ 18 ବର୍ଷ କମ୍ ବୟସରେ ଝିଅମାନଙ୍କୁ ବାହା ଦେବା ହେଉଛି ଏକ ଆଇନଗତ ଅପରାଧ କୃଷ୍ଣ ମାତ୍ର ଏବେ 16 ବର୍ଷ ତାକୁ ଯଦି ଏ ବୟସରେ ବାହା ଦେଇଦେବ ତାହେଲେ ସେ ନିଜ ପରିବାରକୁ ଚଳେଇ ପାରିବନି ପାଠ ନ ପଢିଲେ ସେ ହିସାବ କିତାବ କରିବାକୁ ଜାଣିବନି ସେ ଯଦି ନିଜ ପରିବାରକୁ ଚଳେଇ ପାରିବନି ତାହେଲେ ତା ଶାଶୁଘର ଲୋକ ନାପସନ୍ଦ କରିବେ ଆପଣମାନେ କଣ ନିଜ ଝିଅର ଜୀବନ ନଷ୍ଟ କରିବାକୁ ଦେବେ ଆମକୁ ଆମ କେସରେ ଜୀବନ କୌଶଳ ଶିକ୍ଷା ଓ ଅଲଗା ପ୍ରୋଜେକ୍ଟରେ ଶିଖେଇଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଯଦି ଖୁସି ଯଦି ବାହା ହେଇଯିବ ତାହେଲେ ତା ସନ୍ତାନ ପ୍ରତି ଓ ତା ପ୍ରତି ମଧ୍ୟ ଜୀବନର ବିପଦ ଆସିପାରେ ଆପଣମାନେ କଣ ନିଜ ଝିଅର ଜୀବନକୁ ନଷ୍ଟ କରିବାକୁ ଦେବେ ଖୁସି ପାଠ ପଢି ନିଜ ଗୋଡରେ ଛିଡ଼ା ହେବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ଆଉ ସେ କିଛି କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛି ତାକୁ ଗୋଟେ ସୁଯୋଗ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଛି ଖୁସି ସେ ସୁଯୋଗର ସଦୁପଯୋଗ ନିଶ୍ଚୟ କରିବ ଆପଣମାନେ ଦିନେ ତା ଉପରେ ଗର୍ବ କରିବେ ଖୁସି ମୋ ଭଉଣୀ ପରି ମୁଁ ଚାହିଁବିନି ମୋ ଭଉଣୀର ଜୀବନ ନଷ୍ଟ ହେଉ ବୋଲି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ଏକଥା କହିଲି ଦୟାକରି ଏ ଭାଗ କରନ୍ତୁ ତୁ ଆଜି ଆମ ଆଖି ଖୋଲିଦେଲୁ ଆମ ଗରିବ ପଣ ଯୋଗୁଁ ଆମ ଝିଅମାନଙ୍କୁ ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ବୋଝ ବୋଲି ଭାବୁଥିଲୁ ଯେହେତୁ ଆଜି ଆମ ଆଖି ଖୋଲିଦେଲୁ ମା ଖୁସି ଏଥର ପାଠ ପଢି ଚାକିରି କରିବେ ପାଠ ପଢିବି ରାଧା ତୁ ଠିକ ସମୟରେ ଆସିକି ମୋ ବାପାଙ୍କୁ ବୁଝେଇଦେଲୁ ନହେଲେ ଆଜି ମତେ ବାହା ଦେଇଥାନ୍ତେ ବାହା ଦେଇକି ତାପରେ ଯୋଉ ମୋର ଅବସ୍ଥା କଣ ନ ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା ସାଙ୍ଗ ପରା ତୋ ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଏତିକି କରିପାରିବିନି ଏଥର ତ ଖୁସି ତ ହଁ ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଖୁସି ପାଠ ପଢିବି ଏଥିରେ ଆମେ ଶିଖିଲେ ଝିଅମାନଙ୍କୁ 18 ବର୍ଷ କମ୍ ବୟସରେ ବାହା ଦେଇଦେଲେ ତାଙ୍କ ଜୀବନ ପ୍ରତି ବିପଦ ଆସିପାରେ ଆଉ ଝିଅମାନେ ମଧ୍ୟ ପୁଅମାନଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ବହୁତ କ୍ଷେତ୍ରରେ ଆଗଉଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ସେମାନେ ମଧ୍ୟ ପୁଅମାନଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ବି ବହୁତ କମ୍ ନୁହନ୍ତି ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ
Thank you everyone for watching this play. Hope you liked it. I tried my level best to keep writing as fast as I could. Over to you, Ajay sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Snida Rani, Madam, and Dr. Disha Bhatt for providing a different opportunity for the audience. So switch over. Okay, thank you very much, and a nice presentation by students. And our theme, that inclusive education, is really successful when this type of things happen. Thank you very much. Now, the next presenter will be Dr. Senthil Kumar, team leader from Anugrah Institute of Social Sciences, Tamil Nadu.
Good evening and good morning to dear respected dignitaries from all the partner institutes, project coordinators, faculty members and students. Special greetings of joy and peace to you all from Anugraha. We are grateful for the opportunity to connect and share our activities. We are in the state of Tamil Nadu, the southern part of India. Anugraha is managed by the centuries-old Capuchin Society, which is active in approximately 104 countries throughout the world, providing educational and social service to adolescents and people of all ages. Our network operates in 17 states across India, with over 40 schools and 16 higher educational institutions, including 7 schools and 5 higher educational institutions, additionally 2 research centers in Tamil Nadu. Anugraha Institute is well known for generating exceptional school teachers as counselors and psychotherapists. As counselors, these school teachers work with pupils' emotional and deep psychological needs. We are delighted to state that Anugraha has produced over 80% of the teachers who serve as counselors and psychotherapists in Tamil Nadu state educational institutions. With such a broad scope, Anugraha further learns to be one of the members of ERASMUS program, especially through the able leadership of Dr. Ajay Surana. Anugraha has access to numerous professionals and students from a variety of institutions who come to us to learn about specialized psychological methods for dealing with developmental and psychological crises in schools. To effect change in society, such as gender equality, active citizenship, and universal love, we believe it is necessary to go to the core of human belief system and the deep unconscious mind, where automatic thoughts are generated and these thoughts later turn to grow into radicalism. Following are the unique special add-on subjects on which seminars and workshops are often held in our institution. Those ones are healing the deep psychological wounds, graphology, expressive arts therapy, yoga psychology, body language, positive psychology, cognitive psychology, and for parents of children, especially we run family enrichment program and inner journey workshops for students. Anugraha is not an institution, but a dream that everyone needs to be loved and live to the fullness of their potential. Anugraha continues its journey, and its history is not formed by the numbers of years, but by the students who branch out to reach to thousands of young minds. Now I invite Ms. Amrita and Zayana, our colleagues, to continue to share our contribution towards this project.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Senthil Kumar from Anugrah Institute of Social Sciences, Tamil Nadu.
Sir, there is one more small section of presentation. They will be continued. Just 2 more minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good evening. I'm Zaina. I'm Amrita. We're the project coordinators for the Aurora project in Anugraha Institute of Social Sciences. Aurora project funded by Erasmus Plus has been strengthening students, teachers and teacher educators globally. It has also been a great source of inspiration and pillar of concrete support to universities and institutions like ours to educate the younger generation.
Anugraha Institute of Social Sciences and Anugraha Institute for Counseling, Psychotherapy and Research through this project has successfully trained teachers and teacher educators, bringing to life the objectives of the Aurora project in the rural parts of Dindigul district, Tamil Nadu, India.
Erasmus Plus has been the reason for rural students to have access to world-class technology and gadgets which offers them infinite possibilities to realize and reach their true potential. It is through this project that the rural students without any gender discrimination have the privilege to experience education in par with the urban half of the world.
In the month of June, the Aurora project trained a select few of the faculty members of our institution through the Training of Trainers programs. In the month of August, the trainers from our institution who took part in the program conducted a training program for the rest of our faculty members. A committee was formed to initiate the syllabus drafting process.
Our institution has incorporated all its training modules with the belief that one must heal oneself before healing others. It is believed that discrimination of all kinds and biased beliefs stem from unhealed wounds. When people are emotionally healed, it helps us to uproot tendencies to develop extremist beliefs, emotions, and behaviors which go against the fundamental values of the society, the laws of democracy, and universal human rights. This creates a society with people who advocate for the equality of all beings. In this process, we learn to be aware of one's emotion and learn the art of processing them in the healthiest ways. Also, integrate the anima and animus within ourselves, which helps us to see and create an atmosphere equal for all genders.
The school counselor and psychotherapist training program at Anugraha is one of its kind. This course has trained teachers, teacher educators, school counselors, and students from all over India and from a few countries around the world. This course is specially designed by our institution to include skills and training that have gender psychology, an introduction to the diversity in people based on age, race, culture, gender, sexual orientation, physical and psychological needs. One of our pilot studies, which was specially formulated as per the requirements of the Aurora project, which will be shown later in this presentation, was also included in the recently held program.
We believe that empowering women first and foremost includes women being aware of their immense potential intellectually, emotionally, and physically. In order to facilitate them to be educated on their body, its biology and psychology, the Women's Wellbeing course was held.
An informative technical session was delivered on gender equality and women's empowerment on 4th of March as part of our 5th International Conference online, Pandemic to Panacea Biopsychosocial Strategies. It was delivered by Reverend Dr. Sundar Wilson, the director of our institution. Our fellow partners from the Aurora project were also invited to the conference. The conference was organized and run by young undergraduate and postgraduate students who work together under various dedicated committees.
Active citizenship is active participation of a citizen under the law of a nation, discussing and educating themselves in politics and society. Students learn best by doing it themselves. In the Children's Parliament that was conducted, students were asked to play the role of elected representatives at the Parliament. This activity teaches the students the importance of the representation, diversity, inclusiveness, rights, democratic values like democratic decision-making, freedom of expression, and freedom of speech, and active citizenship.
An inter-school college cultural fest was conducted on the theme Communal Harmony and National Integration as part of spreading awareness on and celebrating inclusiveness and combating radicalism. Students from around 25 rural schools had participated.
The Aurora Club was inaugurated on the 8th of March of 2022. The club received 150 registrations, and there are more registrations that are coming in even now. The club's objective is to create dialogue and communication amongst the college youth on the various important topics related to the objectives of the project, and the same was explained to the members.
This is about our future plans for the Aurora project in our institution. We have formulated the syllabi for 3 courses as per the requisites of the Aurora project, which are in the pilot stage. A committee was formed to draft the syllabi. They were sent for expert evaluation and we started the pilot study. 2 courses were initiated. Here are the syllabi for the pilot studies. And reach out programs. We plan to arrange for our students to go out to schools and colleges in rural villages to create awareness.
When there is communication, there is more understanding. The club aims to do that by conducting various activities like debates, book review club, group discussions, seminars and workshops, surveys, interacting and collaborating with international students in discussion. For a year now, Aurora project has been nurturing and holding us through the fructification of the objectives through general endeavors, passion projects that we are doing now and that we will be undertaking in the future are in such a way that future generations of Anugrah and the rural underprivileged lives we reach out continue to reap the benefits of the Aurora project. We aim to accomplish this by maintaining the Aurora Club activities, reach out programs, and by incorporating the syllabi of the new Aurora project courses as open courses and non-major electives for the college students in various arts and science departments.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team Anugrah. A nice presentation and implementation of the project. Nice presentation. Yeah. So, an exemplar presentation for implementation of the project. I hope we will continue with this all activities. Thank you. And now the next presenter will be the Professor Vijay Khare and Dr. Lalita Vartak Madam from Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Maharashtra.
Thank you. Can I share my PPT?
Yeah, please, you can share.
It's okay. Respected all Honorable Vice Chancellor, coordinator of the project, my dear friend Dr. J.G. Surana, all European partners, colleagues, Indian partners, and all participants. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of all Indian partners and especially from Savitribai Phule Pune University. Savitribai Phule Pune University is one of the leading university in the country, which is a state-funded university, which is located in Pune, nearby Mumbai. Being a state-funded university, the main mandate is equity, access, inclusion, and inclusive education. I'm very happy to inform you that we have a statute of the university that 70% students we have to enroll from the 3 districts, which is affiliated to Pune University, and 30% students come from other places. And in that context, 70% students, most of them are from marginalized section of the society, or most of them from the second learner generation student. And in that context, Savitribai Phule Pune University has set the tone how to develop an ecosystem for inclusive education. And I'm very happy that this university has a student around 700,000 students, and out of that, whatever international student host in India, particularly, out of that 40% international student I am hosting on my campus and affiliated colleges. So far, from last 10 years, I have enrolled more than 11,000 students from 115 countries, and we are very actively involved in Erasmus Mundus and Erasmus Plus and Capacity Building project. Honorable Vice Chancellor has rightly pointed out that from last 2 decades plus, our universities are actively involved for internationalization of in higher education. In this context, from Aurora project, my colleague Dr. Lalita Vartak and our team will make a presentation so far what kind of work we have done for Aurora project. Before that, we have finished a 3 capacity building project where already our presence in European universities very actively involved for international higher education. Over to Dr. Lalita Vartak ma'am, and just briefly give it 3 all our unit what we are doing. Lalita Vartak ma'am. Madam, your mic is, unmute your mic.
Is my screen visible?
No.
Yeah, visible. Welcome screen, I think welcome screen is
Yes. Okay.
I request our audience to please pin the presentation screen.
Yeah. So, very warm welcome from all of us at Savitribai Phule Pune University to the eminent dignitaries present on this online dais. I'm going to present on behalf of. Is it moving?
No.
Yeah, I don't know why. 1 minute, I'll stop sharing. I'll do that again. Yeah, is it visible now?
Yes, visible.
Yes,
it's visible? Okay.
Yes.
And is it moving?
Yes, moving.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Let me begin with a quote. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much, by Helen Keller. And so at the Savitribai Phule Pune University, 3 of our teacher education institutions came together under the leadership of Dr. Vijay Khare, Adarsh Comprehensive College of Education and Research, Pune, We took up the course on enhancement of active citizenship and democratic values. HGM Azam College of Education, Pune, took the responsibility of the second module, that is inclusive education and gender equality, and the MIT Sant Jnaneshwar B.Ed College, Alandi, took over the responsibility of the third module, that is combating radicalism. So I'll first begin with what we have done at our college, that is Adarsh Comprehensive College of Education and Research, under the guidance of Dr. Vijay Khare sir, myself, Dr. Lalita Vartak, then Dr. P.N. Joshi sir, and Dr. Charudatta Gandhe, embarked on this beautiful journey of realizing and understanding what is active citizenship and how do we really talk about democratic values with our students. So we took up a number of activities under these heads like teaching, research, extension, competitions, and I will also share some satisfying moments. Under the teaching part, we first designed the entire course for enhancement of democratic citizenship, active citizenship and democratic values. We sent this course, which we had designed, to respected Andrea ma'am, respected Carmen ma'am, and respected Robert sir for their valuable feedback. And we were very glad that they took out time to go through our entire course and gave us the feedback. They have given us a few suggestions and modifications, which we are going to do in the next year. Also, we took a good feedback from our students. Around 90 students participated in this course, and we took a qualitative as well as a quantitative feedback from these students. And also we took the feedback of the faculty members who actually implemented this course. So we also have a course feedback. We tried to look at teaching in a complete circle, right from designing of the curriculum to getting the feedback. In this teaching schedule, we also organized special lecture series where we involved our alumni, we involved experts from the field of teacher education, and we also involved some social workers. Under the research aspect, we took up a research project at the institutional level, which is the status study of the understanding of the concept of active citizenship among B.Ed students. We are in the process of analyzing and writing down the report. Under the extension activities, we took up various programs during the year, throughout the year. So we had programs like Mahatma Gandhi's views on active citizenship, Dr. Abdul Kalam Azad's on active citizenship, Indian Constitution and active citizenship, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose views on active citizenship. And over here we involved one of our partners, that is Dr. Surendra Herkar, principal of MIT College of Education, to share his views with our students and of course the staff. We also took up a program on reading for active citizenship. As I said, we also organized competitions throughout the year, like poster competitions, essay writing competitions, debates, and elocution competitions on various themes related to active citizenship. We have taken this program even to our sister concerns, where we have taken essay writing competition for our school teachers and for the school students. The themes were related to active citizenship for achieving the United Nations sustainable goals for teachers, and for the school students, we gave them the theme of my idea of an active citizen. There were also some satisfying moments for us where Mr. Mahesh Dere and Ms. Dimple Mudholkar took this knowledge they had gained through this course in the state level essay writing competition organized by the state government, or Honorable Joint Director of Higher Education and the Modern College Pune, which was related with voter awareness. So that was one of, and Mahesh stood first and Dimple stood second in the state level competition. We were also very happy when Mr. Rahul Wani and Ms. Latisha Bachchani, two of our students, took up action research in their course related to citizenship education. So Mr. Rahul conducted a short research on awareness regarding digital citizenship, and Ms. Latisha Bachchani conducted an action research on active citizenship for cyber security. Some of the plans which we have for the next year are, of course, modifications in the course which we have designed, and along with that, we have identified a few themes for national level lecture series, a workshop for school teachers, a group research initiative, and some community-related activities. Our second partner, as I said, was the HGM Azam College of Education, and the focus area was inclusive education and gender equality. Under the leadership again of Dr. Vijay Khare sir, Dr. Anita Belapurkar, Principal of HGM Azam College of Education, and Dr. Madhuri Yadav, conducted various activities throughout the year. So they first of all designed an open course titled Inclusive Education and Gender Equality. They organized e-poster and seminar presentation on various topics related to the course which they had designed for the BA B.Ed and the BSc B.Ed students. Also, they organized e-poster and e-mindmap presentations on various topics related to the design course for the B.Ed students. Similarly, for the M.Ed students, they had organized group discussions on topics related to gender equality and inclusive education. They had organized a national level essay competition on the topic strategies and efforts to overcome gender equality. They had also organized an online prize distribution program for the same. At the local level, they had also organized a poster competition for teachers on the theme Inclusive Practices in Schools. This was the prize distribution program which I mentioned, which they had organized in the online format for the essay writing competition. They have also planned a few events in the coming future. They are going to organize groups-wise street plays on the topics related to gender equality, and they have identified a number of themes for the same. And they are also going to plan a one-day international webinar on cultural, political, economic barriers in implementing gender equality, Indian and global perspectives. The third team was the college that is MIT Sant Jnaneshwar B.Ed College, Alandi, and again under the able guardianship of Dr. Vijay Khare sir, Principal Dr. Surendra Hirkar, and Professor Sanjay Shinde. They designed the course for combating radicalism. They had arranged a wonderful series at national level on topics and themes identified which were related to combating radicalism. And the most important aspect of this particular lecture series was various people from different communities, from the police force, had joined this particular lecture series and gave valuable inputs by sharing their experiences also. They had also organized group discussion activity, drama activity on radicalism for their students. Also, they had organized a competition on posters on the theme combating radicalism. Their success story is also shared through the feedback of some of their student teachers, where they have said that the course was extremely valuable for the upcoming teachers because this concept of radicalism was understood in a very systematic way through the course. So I would like to say that at the Savitribai Phule Pune University, we have, first of all three institutions have tried to design the course as per the requirements which were mentioned. We have conducted pilot studies of these courses by implementing them for the second year students. We have got feedback from the teachers and the students, also from the experts, so that we can make modifications in the course which we had designed. So there is a lot, we realize that we are not there yet. We still have a very, very long way to go. Thank you so much.
Nice presentation. Thank you very much, SPPU Pune and team Pune. You have done a wonderful work on radicalism and other aspects of the inclusive education. Thank you, Professor Vijay Khare.
Thank you.
And I hope the other partners will also work on all the aspects of the radicalism and other aspects. Now I invite Dr. Ved Prakash Dhakal sir, Deputy Director, ODEC, Tribhuvan University, Nepal,
Namaste. Honorable Vice Chancellors from different universities, Project Manager Professor Ajay, all project members who are working very hard in this project, and all the ladies and gentlemen. Please accept my greetings and namaskar on behalf of Protect TU Nepal. We are very happy to be a part of this project, and I'm going to share about our institutions and its contribution in this during this project. Tribhuvan University Nepal is established in 1959. It's the first national institution of higher education in Nepal. It is a non-profit and government-funded public institution. It has 5 institutes and 4 faculties. So altogether, it's serving higher education in Nepal across the nation around around 80% of the students in Nepal. So regarding the project contributions, the faculties are benefited with number of work package, which I already mentioned here, to enhance their pedagogical capacity, and students are benefited with enhanced awareness and sensitization on disabilities in this work package. Particularly, it has given a lot of contributions. Among them, it has created awareness on 3 work packages among faculty and students. It has created a pedagogical reform among faculties, staffs on how to enhance democratic principles, equity, non-discrimination, and to combat radicalism in pedagogy activities, students club and sensitizations, dissemination through public websites and Facebook pages, and also the institutionalization of the work package, its thematic values through our in-service faculty development module. Particularly, we have 3 modules. And the first is active citizenship and democratic values. We have accredited these modules with 2 credit courses. The second one is inclusive education and gender equalities. We also accredited these courses with 2 credit courses. And the third one is combating radicalism. It is also a training module courses with 2 credit hours. So we have developed brochures for all these 3 different modules, and it's disseminated. We have also prepared syllabus, and it has already been approved. And we have also prepared training manuals based on activities and assessment strategies for students for their engagement and interaction with the support of our consortium. So particularly, the training manuals are developed focusing on key activities and assignments, and also the local examples and local context has been customized in this manual. So thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, Professor Ved Prakash Dhakal from Tribhuvan University. Now I request from Maastricht University, Dr. Martin Verbrel and Dr. Matthew Smader, our esteemed colleagues in Team Aurora. Please, welcome.
Thank you, AJ. Greetings from Brno, Masaryk University in Czech Republic. I'm not sure if Dr. Martin Verbrel is able to connect as people.
Yeah, just left. He just left.
Just left.
It may be some connectivity problem. It may be.
Yeah, he's fighting with flu or something. So I've been honored to present for our part of the project with you. So let me try to share my presentation, please. Okay, can you see the presentation, please?
Yeah, now it's coming.
Yeah. So if you can see the presentation, I'm glad to be the part of the project and be part of this great opportunity to make some change in inclusive education in our partners institutions in India and Nepal. Let me please start with a short presentation or brief presentation of our institution, Masaryk University. Masaryk University was founded in 1919. The university bears the name of the first president of the state, Tomáš Garrigue Masaryk, and in some numbers, Masaryk University incorporates 10 faculties and hosts 30,000 students, and we run among the Masaryk University 400 student programs, study programs. The Faculty of Education, the upper part of the university, which includes the Institute for Research in Inclusive Education, was founded in 1946. Currently, 4,600 students study in the programs, such as preschool teaching, primary and secondary school teaching, special education, social pedagogy, and many, many others. For closer imagination, where we are situated, it is the center of geographical Europe, and the Brno is situated here. This is the map from...
Your slides is not moving ahead.
It's not moving?
It was, yeah.
Can you see it now?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, now. Okay.
Yes, better. Okay, so I will proceed like this. So if you can see the map, this is the old map from 1918. This is the Czechoslovakia borders since 1918 till 1938, and this is the nowadays Czech Republic, and Brno is situated here in mid-east of the Czech Republic. Now, on the topic of what we did in work package number 2, which we helped to coordinate along with our partners from India, and we have, for the project, we have an ultimate goal to enhance inclusive education among the target groups in India and Nepal. To achieve this goal, we tried and we approached in work package 2 by developing courses in inclusive education. It means the courses which would be used in India and Nepal to bring the students into inclusive education. We tried to make this happen through train-the-trainer sessions, which means the professionals from European partner countries trained the trainers in target groups or target institutions in India and Nepal. The goal was to train at least 14 trainers in target institutions per module. So this means in total we wanted to train 42 trainers in target institutions. How we proceed? The first meeting for this work package was on December 2020, and from there we decided to develop one course containing 3 modules, which means 3 working groups, when every working group was approaching to develop the specific module on these topics, which and the leaders for the working groups were from European partner countries. The first module, first working group was the enhancement of active citizenship and democratic values, led by University Babes-Bolyai in Romania. Second working group was inclusive education and gender equality, which was led by 2 European institutions, by University College Cork in Ireland and Masaryk University in Brno, Czech Republic. And the last working group was combating radicalization, led by University of Malaga. By the end of the final outcome of the work package, then was created course with syllabi, with handbooks, with all the materials, and this all took place at the final trainer sessions, which took place from 21st to 30th June of 2021, and we created, with cooperation with our partner institutions in India and Nepal, the testing groups for train-the-trainer sessions, and our European working group leaders conducted these sessions. As I mentioned before, the target was 42 trained attendees in target institutions. And the final outcome was 81 participants trained in total, all with these 3 modules altogether. What's our next steps in this project? There is ongoing part of piloting the courses already in Nepal and target in Nepal and India institutions. And we are looking forward to pilot 1 or 2 courses in Masaryk University in Czech Republic. So here with our Czech students, and then we will participate in the pilot report as the final outcome of the work package 3, I hope. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for attention. Again, it was a great pleasure to be part of this project, and I hope our societies will all benefit from this project at maximum level. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthews. Thank you for your great presentation. And the Masaryk University was the leader for preparing the modules of the project in different courses. So thank you from Masaryk University. Now next we are just going behind little around 10 minutes late, but no problem. I think 10 minutes is okay. And now we have Dr. Rashtra Vimochan Timal Sena, project manager from National Law College.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, sir.
Thank you, Ajay sir. First of all, thank you for organizing such a beautiful program, this Info Day program, and I am here to represent National Law College, and I am the project manager who is looking after the Aurora project activities that is to be taken place in Nepal. I would like to share my presentation, if you allow. Can you see it?
Yeah, just wait for a few seconds.
Yes.
Yeah, now it's visible.
Okay, so thank you, sir. Okay, it's visible, right? We are National Law College. We are from Lalitpur district in Nepal, which is very close by to Kathmandu. It's, let's say, a part of Kathmandu Valley itself. And we are a legal institution which offers two areas, 2 subjects, undergraduate subject in BA LLB courses, bachelor's in art and law, and LLM courses in graduate level. And we have different faculty under this topic as well, like we teach international law and human rights, constitutional law, criminal law, environmental law, commercial law. So there are multiple faculties that our institution teaches. The institution was opened in order to provide quality legal education in Nepal, and was established by very big dignitaries in Nepal. Among them, like few of them, if I could say, was like ex-Chief Justice of Supreme Court of Nepal, former Registrar of Supreme Court of Nepal, Chairman of Inclusion Commission of Nepal, and former legal advisor to President of Nepal. So these are the people, these dignitaries who came together in order to establish a institution that provide quality legal education in Nepal, because at the end of the day, this law is the field that generally brings out future leaders, policymakers and designers and professors, and I think that is where the importance of Aurora project also comes in, because at the end of the day, these policymakers are the one who will, bring forward the idea of gender equality, inclusiveness, democratic value, and everything will be at the end of the day looked after by policymakers, future leaders, and professors of universities. So when talking about Aurora project itself and teaching as a whole, we have like 3 different centers in our college. There's a civil law research center, there's an international law and human rights research center and constitutional law research center. And there's after we became a part of Aurora project as a whole, we established a Aurora project training center, which has been opened as a separate wing under constitutional law research center, as the topic that we cover under Aurora project is quite close to constitutional law. But this training center will also work hand in hand with like international law and human rights center, as I said, because the topics are very, the topic content under Aurora project I think falls under these topics: constitutional law, human rights, international law. That is why. And so with regards to Aurora project and the achievements that we have done in our institution, we can look here. There's establishment of Aurora project training center, which will look into training of students and teachers under Aurora project that we have been talking about. We have established a different project hall where Aurora project classes and all the activities will take place. And we are also in the process of development and passing of the course that will be offered to students itself. For teachers, we'll have different training of teachers, whereas for students, the 10th semester students in law will be offering this subject, this course to all the students. In addition to that, we are in process of organizational tie-up with like education-focused organization like Teach for Nepal for teacher training courses, and other educational institutions as well, who will send teachers to our institution and we can train them in the topic that we'll be offering, from gender equality, democratic values, radicalization, and all these areas. And with regards to dissemination of Aurora training, Aurora project, the Aurora Training Center has conducted few programs. Like we have conducted research in order to figure out what type of course is needed for the students, teachers, and trainers interested in legal teaching. Because since we are a legal institution, we are mostly focused in legal teaching. And students and faculties have also been given a short introduction of the courses on gender equality, not others, only gender equality as of right now. And their feedback regarding the design of the course was taken to develop more comprehensive course, which is on process right now. Then there was a program that was conducted from Aurora Training Center where policy reform with regards to democracy and protection of democratic values was done, in which 120 students from our institution participated. And after that, we also came up with a different idea where the students we came up with a video making series where 5 videos were made by students in the topic of gender equality, gender biased sex selection, and education for women, which right now is being posted through multiple social media influencers and social advocates right now, so that the dissemination takes place over a wide area. So here are a few of the photos of the programs that we conducted. This was generally during COVID period, so it was conducted online. And if time suggests, I would like to play one of the videos as well. Is it okay, sir?
Yeah, how?
It's only 1 minute.
Duration?
1 minute.
Okay. Okay.
this was one of the videos that our students made with regard to Aurora the program organized by Aurora Training Center. So these are the things that we're doing right now, and we'll do more in the future. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rashtramirmochan Thimasena from National Law College, Lalitpur, Nepal. Now I invite Professor Jose Jesus Delgado Pena.
Yes, hello, I'm here.
Yeah,
Just a minute, I'm going to share my screen.
University of Malaga, Spain is very important university in this project.
Thank you very much. Just a minute, trying to share. Sorry, it's me again. I had some problems today with connection. I'm with sharing my screen. I'm going to try once again.
It takes a few seconds. It will take few seconds, I think.
Yes, I think something regarding the the firewall of the university and so on. Let's see, maybe. I think now. Yes. Now. Yeah. Okay, perfect. I think you can. I'm going to put the bigger. I think you can see. You can see the representation in green.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's go because we are a little short of time. Okay, in this part I'm going just to show very shortly some of the contributions of University of Malaga in this project. As one of our colleagues from Masaryk told a few minutes ago, they were responsible from the whole work package number 2. Of course, we have also helped in the work package number 1 that was more related to the state of the art. If you remember, questionnaires to students, questionnaires to teachers. It was some months ago. Afterwards, the work package number 2, creating some resources, educational resources for teachers that they can use with the students. Malaga was responsible for the module number 3, radicalization prevention, improving the response to prevention of radicalization, leading to terrorism and violent extremism. I'm going just to show a very short highlights from this module number 3. Some of the objectives were to understand the concept of radicalization in its dynamic dimension, to understand its nature far from a clear legal, theoretical, psychological concept, to be aware of different approaches to the radicalization concept, consequences of choosing any of them, and of current existing definitions, to learn about radicalization key elements, to grasp general principles during action against radicalization. As Mr. Dr. Sulana told at the beginning, our Professor Ana Magasinas was the main responsible for the creation of these resources. They consist in 10 modules. I'm not going to present the contents in the 10 modules, of course, because it's very short of time, but just to show that, for example, the module number 1, general remarks and introduction, we show some main concepts from the theoretical point of view. That is very important to have these concepts, this theory clear before of everything. We have also more practical modules, like the module number 4, learning through cases, where we have shown some different cases all over the world regarding the radicalization. And also the module number 6, that radicalizing factors in motion, where we show some of cases concrete examples of different people involved in this kind of process. And at the end, it's also important to highlight that we also offer some modules trying to give answers, trying to fight really against this kind of process, like the number 9, alternative measures to pension, or the number 10, radicalizing others. And this is just an original view of the different modules that we have worked, of the different contexts that we have worked in the module number 3, in the work package 2. As you know perfectly, now we are all of us involved in the work package number 3, that is implementation of courses, piloting, and is the coordinator is KISS, that assisted by EduLab and by us. You know perfectly this because we have shown in the last meeting a couple of weeks ago. We're going to carry out in the different Indian and Nepalese higher institutions, education institutions, at least 40 pilots. That means a minimum of 4 pilots programs in each Indian and Nepalese partners, and 1-2 pilots in each European institutions. We're going to focus in one or in each of these pilot programs. We're going to focus in one of the 3 modules coming from the work package number 2. Okay, we are going to adapt to the nature, to the program, that we have. There are some differences among all of us, of course. We are also to base on the materials, on the trainer course that we offered online in last June 2021, and there are some visits, monitoring visits, also planned in the project, but it depends on the evolution of the COVID situation in India and in Europe, plus the problems that we have now in Europe. Of course, we are going to also try to help in dissemination as far as possible. We are including information from the Aurora in our website. We are also sending pieces of news to the local mass media, newspapers, for example. We are attending as far as possible and talking about Aurora in different seminars, conferences, and also we are having some interviews with local stakeholders, of course, offering the results, offering the information regarding our project. We are, as I told you before, we are very, very happy to be in this project. It's very challenging and it's very interesting nowadays regarding all these issues. And of course, we are open to go on collaborating with new collaboration in the close futures. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Delgado from University of Malaga, Spain. Now, I take opportunity to invite Dr. Tej Bahadur Chhetri from Pokhara University, Pokhara, and also request Dr. Ravira to please share the video from Pokhara University.
Okay, so dear professors and scholars, both from home and abroad, Dr. Surana, before you play the video that tells about my university, can I have my say, a couple of insights that I want to share regarding the course?
Yeah, please, please.
Yeah, so dear professors and scholars, both home and abroad, this is Tej, the project manager of Aurora project on behalf of Pokhara University. So at the very outset, I say congratulations to the entire team of Banastali Vidyapeeth University for organizing this grand, successful virtual program, the Info Day, under the frame of ERASMUS Plus. And so I have a couple of things that I have jotted down here and I would like to share. The courses that we have devised, could be very nice, while the universities actually are moving away from the social good to the economic good. embracing the new liberal agenda, meaning thirst for national profit. And I should say that the universities are somehow, in the name of entrepreneurship or for profit making, somewhere they are lost in the name of research and all. So which is why the societies are facing the problems like radicalism as a reverse trajectory. So in this respect, the course modules such as active citizenship and the democratic values, gender equality, and combating radicalism via inclusive education that we take them into the classroom make us better understand to serve the better humanity in the future, telling us really what humanity is like in the world. So this is absolutely for peace and reconciliation, because otherwise there will be a serious erosion in the very qualities that are essential to the democracy itself to stand alone. So in fact, we have had enough of knowledge, and all that we need now is wisdom. And in fact, again, the idea of humanities is not for profit. So universities are meant for reinventing the ideas of the worldview by allowing the students to do critical thinking about the global issues with intellectual resistance. And we are in the significant step of the right direction in devising these courses only and only to strengthen civic sense, morality, democratic values, human rights in relation to human development model. So these are the couple of insights that I wanted to share and made a comment. Thank you very much for everyone for your active participation and all. So I would like to request Dr. Surana now to please play the video.
With the vision to give students wings to pursue their dreams, to let them lead on the forefront of education, an educational institution, Pokhara University was established in 1997 AD. Pokhara University is one of the leading universities of Nepal, with its central college located in Khudi, Tungepatan, and outskirts of Pokhara Valley, having 66 colleges, including constituent, joint constituent, and affiliated colleges spread across the country under the 4 faculties: Faculty of Management Studies, Faculty of Health Sciences, Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, and Faculty of Science and Technology. Around 40,000 students are enrolled in the university for various degrees like bachelor's, master's, MPhil, and PhD. We offer more than 70 programs and offer more than 1,000 courses. More than 5,000 students get graduated each year. Considering extraordinary talent or financial issues, the university offers full scholarship to 1,200 students annually. The university keeps up with the changing demand of education system. Therefore, it promotes practical education, equipped with modern laboratories. Pokhara University Research Center allows students to conduct multidisciplinary researches. Hence, different centers such as Research Center, Curriculum Center, and International Center are committed to making their students global citizens and navigate their jobs across the globe, meeting global standards of education. These centers also aim to expand the access to higher education and to establish mutually beneficial relationship with foreign institutions and organizations. It provides opportunities to participate in cultural exchange programs to promote academic and research activities conjointly in order to exploit the opportunities for mutual benefit of both the institutions. One of such international projects in Pokhara University is Aurora. Aurora, Alliance of Universities to reinforce teacher training curricula to outcast radicalism and promote equality in Asian countries, is an Erasmus Plus CBHE frame joint project of the European Union. It involves 2 Asian countries, Nepal and India, with 8 institutions and 4 European countries, Czech Republic, Ireland, Romania, and Spain, with 4 institutions. The tenure of the project is for 3 years. The wider objective of this project is to create a program for curricular reform in India and Nepal that will promote inclusive education through teacher training program in bachelor and master levels by developing new courses in educational programs, faculty and teacher workshops, student leadership training, and student activities to foster gender equality, democratic values, and combat radicalism to be applied from early stages in the school. In order to achieve the goals of the project, there are work packages, plans, and the activities being carried out. It primarily focuses on setting up of working teams in 3 areas, which are democracy, gender equity, and combating radicalism. The European university partners share the best practices that they have adopted to succeed, and the Nepalese and the Indian partners will be trained to implement those trends. The Nepalese partners, together with the Indian partners, under the guidance of further European partners, will develop the course modules that will be delivered for inclusive education after having set up teacher training institution in each partner university under the project norm in order to disseminate the main 3 core areas, which are democracy, gender equity, and combating radicalism. Several meetings have been held with Aurora so far virtually. The best practices from this project will positively benefit our university. In addition to it, Pokhara University has been working with United Nations Development Programme (UNDP) to promote gender equality, diversity, and prevent all forms of discrimination, with a particular focus on leave no one behind. Due to COVID outbreak, Aurora work packages are carried out virtually only. The project as of now has prepared few reports already in the detailed description of the project, offered TOT to the faculties in 3 different course modules, and finally drafted the course modules. And now, those courses are ready for piloting process. Soon, we will submit the Vice Chancellor's Office and Dean's Office to endorse them. Pokhara University, as a partner university, has contributed to the project and its activities with the expertise it has had, and will continue to help to achieve its goals collectively. It has already set up the Aurora Lab and maintained its link in the university webpage as a part of dissemination activity. Finally, thank you Coordinating University, Vanasthali Vidyapith, India, for making events possible like today. Thank you for coordinating. We wish you a grand success of Info Day today.
Thank you, Dr. Sudhana.
Yeah, thank you from Pokhara University. Thank you for making this event successful. All the participants, all the project team, project managers, the authorities, deans, heads, and different designated authorities from the institutions. I am thankful to you for your presentations, your contribution to the Info Day, and I hope we will make successful this project in future, and we will go ahead with our target, that is to implement our pilotings, our successful course implementation, and change the scenario of inclusive education and related aspects. I request participants, if any question from your side, we can answer your queries about that. One question I received in our, how can we contribute in such educational programs? This is from one MEd student. I want to say that we have already rolled out our courses in your different degrees, different assignments, and different programs. In B.Ed, we have already included the Aurora courses, so student can participate from next session in Aurora courses through B.Ed course and we will again run these courses as a certificate courses. So anyone can participate in certificate courses and complete these programs. Any other questions from participants? Currently we are in piloting mode, so we will run the pilot modules and courses, then we continue the modules and the courses as a part of degrees and certificates. Yes, sir. Professor. Yeah.
Yes, if I can add that, because you talk about the pilots. I hope in 2-3 weeks maximum we are going to send to you the guidelines and the link for if you want to make the questionnaires online and everything, information that we talked about last week online, but we need at least 2-3 weeks maximum to send to you all this information regarding the pilots of the courses, just to tell you.
Yeah, thank you, Professor Delgado. We will start as soon as possible the piloting. Any other questions from participants? So I hope all the participants enjoy and informated and get all information about that Aurora project and its courses, and I hope you will continue cooperate with us, and we will be able to provide good courses for cause of inclusion in education. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your nice presentations and collaboration. Thank you. Thank you very much. We want to please open all of your videos so we can take screenshot. Please, yeah. Please open your video. Please on your videos. I request all the participants to on your videos so we can take. Yeah, please. Yeah, some more participants, please on your video. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajay sir. It was wonderful. It was very nicely organized also, and we have kept to that time also.
Yeah, yeah. Just 10 minutes later.
Yeah, so that is. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for all the efforts.
Thank you, Professor Gautam. Thank you. We have just finished. Yeah, you are visiting to somewhere, I think.
Thank you very much.